Gathered throng, it is I, your internet friend, Jerriford K. Horcrims. And however it came to be, whatever mystical power caused me to become a fan of SOE Denver's digital card games a million years ago means that for whatever reason in the modern world, I am friends with the person at the top of Direwolf Digital. I am an unabashed fanboy of virtually every one of their products. And so when I was contacted by Scott Martins to essentially run a glorified demo of the Clank experience for you, obviously I leapt at it. And as you can see in my beautiful cameo just below here, just below my face that Josh made for me, I am joined by several esteemed guests. The first is Eric Benson, who you may know better as Edge Benson, Azerbaijan, or the notorious EJB. Certainly we spent a lot of time on stream together, primarily in Acquisitions Intoxicated. Of course, the Technomancer, Mike Buland. We have played this game on stream many times. And the Jacklemon, who you may know better as Jacklemon. Obviously, thank you so much for the sub, JD Lady. Now, before we get started, 100% here, I am just going to go into, before I start a real game for me and my friends, I want to give you a rundown of some of the basic concepts so that you know how to really shake them down. I.e., so that you know some of the basic stuff so that this experience is legible. Now, that said, I think that Clank is one of the easiest to read games that there is. And so, obviously, luckily it's going to help me out a little bit. Here, now, gentlemen, are you there?
We are.
Okay, perfect. I'm overjoyed. Yep. I'm overjoyed to hear it. Now, so obviously the wicked AIs are doing their turns here. Now, Buland, it seemed to me that you said that for backing Clank Legacy 2, you got some character cameos, like some icons. Here for Clank Digital?
I just got an email for doing the Kickstarter, and it had a code to enter in your account.
Man, that's so cool. Now,
and it added 4 new ones.
And what are the names of those new ones? Do you remember?
There's the Vengeful, the Haunted,
yes,
the Defiant,
indeed,
and the Ambitious.
The Ambitious. Now, so true Acquisitions Incorporated heads know that there's no way that I couldn't tuck some real lore, Acquisitions Incorporated style, C-Team style. Obviously, Clank and AI go way back together. Boon companions. But those icons are the characters that you'll be playing as in Clank Legacy 2. So that's a pretty smooth combo. It's pretty neat of them to throw that in there, I think. Now, let's get to our first order of business. Clank is, I would say, sort of dialed in. Its designer, Paul Denon, really, really likes deck builders, and it makes perfect sense. Deck builders are huge right now, have been for a long time. We love a roguelite deck builder, for example. But what Paul likes to do is he likes to make a game where you build a deck, and that is how you interact with a greater system, right? So the very first game I ever played from him in 2003 or 4 was, I think, a solo created, like one of the first online digital CCGs, Star Chamber. And that was sort of Magic-style deck building where, you would purchase packs of cards and make a deck, and then use that deck essentially to play a kind of, 4X space strategy game. In this, we are going to be building a deck, and you can see that I have my starter cards down here. We're going to be building a deck, and when we play the cards in that deck, we're going to generate various resources. None of it is going to be too surprising for you, I don't think. These blue diamonds here those represent skill in the game. And essentially that's just what you use to purchase cards from the live auction over here so that we can improve our decks. Right? Right. Boots, this is what allows us to traverse the dungeon. And you can see that depending on how two rooms might be connected, it might require more than one boot to get through certain, perhaps tight areas. And then these swords, this is what we use to interact with monsters that might appear either here in this row, where we use swords to kill creatures and get benefits, and there's much crazier ones that can come up as they get drawn, or sometimes as we are traveling through the dungeon itself, we may find creepy crawly beasties between two spaces, and we use swords to go between spaces without taking any damage, because in addition to everything else, we are essentially like Dungeons and Dragons characters. Like, we are going first through the castle. This is very delicious and dungeon coded, right? We're going to start our adventure up here in this castle. If we can, we're going to try to secure these minor and major secrets. That can be anything from health potions, potions of speed, extra skill for purchasing cards, boots, swords, sometimes even treasures. One of the interesting things about Clank is that you play all the cards that you draw, but the game is called Clank for a reason. We can see up here this beast, Nicotraxia? I think so. She is always air looking down. This is her realm. And so in addition to all these good things you can get, there's another thing that you can get, an anti-resource, if you will, called Clank. And the more Clank you generate, the more likely you are to have fire breathed on you by this dragon. Because anytime somebody purchases a card from this row, when it's replaced, you might see, just as it is on this sapphire, if the card that replaces a purchased card has this little dragon bust on it, that causes a dragon strike. So you can see the contents of its bag here. There's 23 of these black cubes that will deal damage to nobody. But each of us has a certain number of cubes based on how much Clank we've generated. And whenever one of those dragons shows up, all the cubes that we have put out, all of our Clank, gets thrown into the bag, and then we start drawing cubes. And depending on where we are at in the game state, it might just be a couple. Obviously, as the game progresses, as people start taking treasures, start making more noise down here, these draws get pretty vicious indeed. It's not good to have a lot of Clank. Now, this upper area, obviously, is distinct from this lower area here. What we're trying to do is gain VP in that Clank isn't super crazy as a board game. Everyone loves VP. The main way that you get VP in this game is by securing these treasures. And you can see that there's very high value treasures down here. The deeper you get and the twistier these caverns get, the greater the potential rewards, including this 30 over here at the end of a dead end that you have to climb your way back out of. You can only really carry one of these treasures, and so you really want to choose correctly. And I know that Jacklemon is already saying, but Jerry, it's possible to get more treasures. Well, I haven't explained that part yet. There's another resource that we can get down here called gold. And so sometimes it gets generated by cards that you purchase. You can expend swords, kill goblins, and get 1 gold per, right? In these golden squares, these market squares, we can expend gold, 7 coins at a time, to purchase 3 special things. Crowns are like treasures, but don't take up your treasure slot, so that's a nice thing. These master keys, they allow us to get back and forth between squares that have a lock between them. The only other way to do that is to have special teleportation items and things like that that you purchase from the auction. There is also the backpack. The backpack allows you to carry one additional artifact. And note that each of these items is actually worth VP by itself. 5, 10, 9, and 8. Each crown that you purchase is worth less points. And then 5 over here. If you die down here below this grass line, you run out of HP, you get no points. It doesn't matter how many treasures you have. If you die here on your way back out, here up in the castle, you get all of the points that you have generated. It's said in the game lore that it's said, inside the whorls and twists of the game lore that the villagers come and drag you out, which is an incredible service that they provide. Or if you were able to get all the way out, not only do you keep all the points that you've accrued, you get a separate token called a mastery token that is by itself worth 20. So my typical plan is to get in. I have a very specific route that I like. Get in, get out, and get my mastery token. But canny players, and you're going to see some of their activities today, canny players absolutely 100% play a long-term ROI game, grabbing as much as they can, and all they need to do is get up here, right past the turf. And then my 20-point mastery token is not enough to defeat them. All right, are we ready? Let's take a look. We are going to save and exit. Now, if you die in the depths, do you die in real life? I don't. Well, it's early access, and so we don't know yet. It may be that there's a few bugs to be worked out, but we're going to start with the simpler of the two maps.
I died today, gentlemen. It's been an honor.
Yeah, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure. Well, here, they'll either add it in a DLC or they'll destroy it. Okay, now. So, we're going to get dialed in. Who is going first, I wonder? We shall see. Now, know this, friends. So, we start out with a little bit of Clank right at the beginning based on whose turn it is. Right? So here, Eichlin or our Technomancer, Mike Buland, they start out with 4 Clank. And they've already generated
fancy
more.
in-game avatar.
What the?
Ooh.
Hey, hold on now.
Wow.
Hey, I thought... What? Hold on.
I thought it was just going to be a portrait thing.
I thought it was just going to be a pip.
I was totally muted. Yeah, that's really cool.
There's a whole dude?
I'm an actual person. So there.
It's possible. Here, let me change my mic settings for you, Lag Demon.
Oh, no, you're good. For me. I was muted.
Oh.
Oh, somebody said.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Grab one of those for now.
Makes me wonder what kind of creature you all are.
Yeah. I mean, if you are in fact a human, I think that things it's worth investigating precisely what type of creature we are.
Yeah, I think at this point I just want to say Utini.
Oh, here we go. Let's try this. Let's see if that is a little bit better. I think that NVIDIA had stolen my microphone. All right, so a lucky first draw. No Clank in here, but a tender boot.
Got those boots?
Yep, gonna drop right down in. And then what looks good? Oh, Boots of Swiftness as the first pick? Understand that this is a legendary effort. But it's a tough one, though. Boots of Swiftness for 3 feet, right? Mm-hmm. And acquire, get 1, or draw 2 cards. Oof. I know how it is, especially later. Like you can have a good plan. You can have arms full of treasure, and you can be up right near the exit and not get the boots that you need.
What in the? Why am I getting hit?
You didn't even do anything. You didn't even.
I'm just hanging out.
No, you're on the rampart. You are not even in. This is just like. This is just the dragon letting you know.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here, guys.
Putting you on notice.
That dragon is definitely showing off.
Yeah, I don't appreciate it, honestly. Draw a card. If you have a monkey idol, +2. Oh, okay, all right.
Right now, this is an opportunity for some gaming trivia. Does anyone know the name of the dragon in CLANK?
Oh. I thought you meant of the monkey idol.
Yeah. See,
I think you
very
said it earlier.
That's it. It's not Gertrude.
Clankette?
This is mostly an attempt to get someone to remind me. I thought it was Nicotraxia, but I think that I might have been wrong. Every one of the games has either a different type of creature or a different named dragon. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Isn't Atraxia like being uncomfortable?
I mean, it sounds right.
No, it's the opposite. It's tranquil.
Oh, well, there we go. So Atraxia is the inverse?
Or I guess just Traxia.
Yeah.
Let's do one of
I knew I heard that
those.
word before.
Ooh.
Oh, taking in boots.
Big boots. It's not Carl. All right. Yeah, so you get that first draw, and it's all smooth, all clean. Next one, not so good. Probably the best play is for me to just start heading south, even though I'd love to get my mitts on these goodies over here. Use my money to grab a mercenary. So, like in a lot of deck builders, this bottom row is always out. Those are sort of your basic, eternal, perpetual cards. There's always going to be a way for you to dump a bunch of your skill resource into a secret tome for a pile of VPs, but of course when this gets drawn, it doesn't really do anything. It kind of chunks up your deck. You can comfort yourself with the knowledge that you might win. But Explore is a nice ratio for 2 skill, 1 boot. And then the Goblin is just here to be bullied.
Gotcha.
Nicotraxian, ha 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 ha!
The cards that we buy go into our deck, and then we get to see them every time we go through the deck, so it keeps getting shuffled. We'll see them multiple times. There are some cards that happen once, and they look very different.
Yes, yeah, there's cards that get...
If you see one of those, we can point it out.
Yeah, there's cards that get purchased and are essentially used, like ladders or shrines.
Ooh.
Ooh. Taking a different route.
It was fun.
Here we go.
What? Come on!
Is there going to be some more heat? Okay, no, now somebody else is getting a taste. Dude, Buland, your little guy looks so cool.
It's really fun.
I thought it was going to be
really good.
I thought it was going to be a picture.
It's a good thing I planned ahead all of that time ago. And
Yes, and made the right
ordered
call.
something vaguely related.
Made the correct purchase.
Not actually knowing that this was ever going to come out.
Yes, they knew, of course.
Yes. Me? No clue.
No.
I don't even think this was listed in the rewards. I just got an email that was like, hey, you get this code now.
Enjoy.
Literally like an hour ago.
We love to see it.
All boots with the fur. I mean, potentially. All right, here. So now these boots are already going to work.
Mm-hmm.
They're already going to offer up real delights. So we're going to grab a secret, which is a little bit of cash.
Grab a secret. Grab
a secret. We're going to head down here. We don't have our mercenary did not come back up. Just going to have to take the hit.
All right.
Do they put some new effects in here?
Yeah, I see some doves.
This is fancy.
Something fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So do I want to head over to the right side, get that stuff, grab the big treasure, or do I want to just snatch up on a monkey idol and go wild? I think that's got to be the case. Hopefully, there's a potion situation we can entertain ourselves with later. Sneak, -2 clank sounds great as a combo.
So lovely card.
Yeah, early shop is bonks, and there's a
What in the
yowza in the other.
wow?
There's 2 maps that come in Clank Digital, and the other one is considered the more advanced map. There's definitely a lot more stuff going on, but it also has a store up here near the end, so there might be an opportunity for you to make a few impulse purchases on the way out.
Well, my game plan just got messed up.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. See, this is what I mean. It's like obviously draw 2 cards, huge value. It's a great idea, but sometimes you literally, if you don't have the boots, you just have to hang out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Exactly. All right. The right call is probably after 2 groups of swords. Let's get some of this. I know.
Just looking at where you are versus where we are, those boots
are
really
insane.
carried you.
The boots are crazy pants. Getting that lucky draw of 5 that early, no clanks. I paid dividends. I'm lonely, frankly, at this point.
I feel so bad for you.
Yes, if I can run over there, I'm isolated. If I can run over, no boots next turn, but if I can make my way downtown, walking fast, there is some big treasure opportunities, and then maybe I can do my typical run away way too early stratagem that has served me so well in the past. Oh, Eikeland's out waxing him. And so those bigger monsters, you can offer you other types of reward. Was that a gold reward?
Yeah, that one was worth 5.
Yowza! But for the expenditure of but 3 swords?
Uh-huh. Yeah, not bad.
Incredible. All right. So I got no clanks, but I got no boots. So I'm just going to bully a monster. Do I want to get 4 gold and a clank, or just get 3 and no clank? We're going to go with this one here. No clank, please. And then another dead run? Yes. I think this deck is going to be about running. This deck is going to be about running my buns off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Yeah, this next hand has 5 boots. Yeah, so yeah, basically, Thunder Nimbus. It sounds like you're familiar. It sounds like you've read my my autobiography.
These boots are made for running.
They're made for doing something. I'm not going to tell you. This game isn't. There's some hidden information in this game, and in this game, it doesn't have anything to do with the cards or mechanics, but you never know what my boots were made for. That's the
Sure.
That's the draw. That's the draw.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, Direwolf also let us do a sponsored stream of their Invincible hero building.
Oh, that game was so good.
Which is sick. And typical of Direwolf, the expansion potential on that is stellar. And that one's fully co-op. If you like a co-op deck builder type experience that's narrative and episode based, especially if you're a fan of the cartoon or the trades, it's really good. Well, that girl with honey, certainly that's one of the things they're capable of, but we don't want to pigeonhole these boots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It could be made for climbing.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Exactly. They could have those little teeth on the front.
Little crampons.
Mm-hmm. Is that really what they're called?
Yeah, crampons.
Crampons?
Crampons.
That doesn't sound like a real word.
They cramp onto things.
Yeah,
it's a thing.
Well, here at Dark Draw,
it is a thing.
I have played an unbelievable number of hours of this game, and so I can answer any questions that you might have.
Take that.
No, Lag Demon Returns says, "Hey, another question. Does this game have options to thin your deck like Slay the Spire does?" Yes, but they're pretty rare. There's a Master Burglar card that you can use to remove certain low-value cards, and there's also a minor shrine. What is that item? Because somebody had picked one up earlier.
We had. Let me see.
It's a secret. It's one of the secrets up there, and essentially it allows you to get rid of a clank card, which I mean in this game is incredibly powerful. But thin decking, at least in the base set, isn't a huge part of the game experience. Yeah, and I think that it's very, very fun on a board, but it can be difficult to get mortals situated around a board.
It's the one before that.
Yeah, 5.
One of the things I actually like about digital is that you can get more games in.
Yes, and that's the system, right? I mean that's like the actual draw. Man, do I want to go get? Man, I am betwixt here. Do I want to go get that 20? But I still have 4. I still have 4 boots. Do I want to go up to the shop? Do I want to get another one of these, or do I want to? No. I'm gonna drink my potion that I got as a secret. I'm going to use it to slice up these creatures because I got nothing before. And then I think I'm going to go...
Wow.
Man, do I go back? Do I get the treasure? This is excruciating, actually.
Wait, you don't want this 20-point treasure?
Well, I think this is good. I'm saying, do I want to get this? Do I want to get this major secret?
Oh, someone's delving a little too deeply and too greedily.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here with my extra boots.
Okay, Dern.
And get some health back. I don't think I need any more swords here. I'm just going to chunk my deck up with that. So, I'm going to end turn.
See, I'm interested in the lore behind why these certain rooms have healing in them.
Yeah, I mean, just purely visually, Jacklemon, this room seems to mostly have lava. And so to me, I think of lava as being sort of inimical to health. But maybe there's something about lava I don't know.
Possibly.
Makes for a nice hot spring.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a geothermal springs. So maybe somewhere very near this molten rock are opportunities for leisure.
I mean,
yeah, there we go.
Zom has suggested a sauna.
Quinlan, yeah, the onsen room. Exactly right.
Perfect.
Yes, now Rockadilio is correct. Because I have seized treasure, that's one of the events in game that causes this track of dragon breath to become worse and worse. Now, Buland, did I see you just snatch a? Buland has just grabbed Buland has just grabbed one of the best cards out there, and it costs 6 for a reason. But it allows you to just fly right past certain nasty things in the environment. Huge value. But now that I have so I never go for the 20-point treasure. I don't know if I'm trying to flex streamer luck or what. Now I feel in danger. Now I feel threatened. Yes, exactly. Well, see, I mean, as soon as I get 7 gold, which again, as I was describing before, these market squares give you some essentially life hacks to get around game rules, unlock locked passages, get a treasure that doesn't count as a treasure but is still worth a ton of points, or a backpack that lets you grab a second treasure. Yow. Well, I luckily got just enough boots to get out of here, and because my mercenaries haven't popped up for a while, my guess is that I'm finally going to grab those next turn. But I do have 5 monies. The Duke is coming with me. 1 card, gentlemen, that is worth both 2 skill and 2 swords.
Doesn't he also have something about when you have a crown as well?
He has no. That's amazing. You're thinking of the king under the mountain, or the under mountain king, as they say. So that is a dwarven king that has a bunch of great abilities on the card. But if you have purchased one of these crowns, so that he has a crown, all of a sudden this single card is worth 2 skill, 2 boots, and 2 swords.
Okay. Well, I know that the Queen of Hearts also heals you if you draw her and you have a crown.
Yes. Yeah, there's a few things that are keyed into those.
Oh, wow. What is going on?
But it looks like the Duke.
Yes.
Oh, the ladder takes effect right away. This is one of those cards where you just buy it and use it.
It's use. Yes, and so there are certain cards up there that have the use property. There's a shrine and the ladder, which basically just you purchase it with skill and you get an immediate resource. But there is some nice stuff up here. Really nice. The Scepter of the Ape Lord is amazing. It costs 3 and is worth 3 VP, which is a very strong ratio. It's also worth 3 skill, so it lets you get other stuff. But this 3 clank. And so we haven't looked at it for a while, but let's take a look at this bag. We have actually been pretty quiet, gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's not so crazy. Now there's some flexing going on, perhaps, from Mike Buland, the Technomancer.
Never.
Oh yeah, here Rockadilio. What's your typically when I talk to people about Clank, a lot of times their first question is, especially when you're talking about Clank Digital, they're like, "Well, which Clank is it?" And this is obviously just the start of the platform, but Catacombs involves like laying down randomized tiles to build the map, and I think that's the one that people. I think that if you've played a lot of Clank, I think eventually, in the same way that children might yearn for the mines, you don't want to know the whole route ahead of time, right? Interesting stuff up there, boys. Uh-oh. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Is it the hour of the red cube? No.
No!
No, the engineer's being punished. All right, now let's hit play here. Couple neat properties here. Of course, that dead run strips out. It gives me 2 additional clank, but I don't have to stop in certain places that ordinarily you would have to stop in, which we love. Now, I have been given 4 swords, and I need money to access everything that these markets have to offer. So I'm going to risk using all of my swords on the cave troll in the hopes that I draw some swords. No, that didn't happen at all. that did nothing. But I did get the cash money. And I got my cloak, which destroyed all of the clank that was generated by the boot. Am I just going to take it in the pants?
No. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can always go through. You're just going to take 2 health,
yes,
right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm going to do it because I have extra... Yeah. Because I have extra movement.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go up here and see if I can maybe get a potion.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha!
Oh, wow! Wow. Great pull.
I called the shot. So now I'm going to go down here. I'm not going to face check any more wicked goblins, but I do need to determine what I want to purchase. Now, I could get a backpack and get this diadem, or I should just grab a crown, which has got big value. Then I'll go... Oh, yes, I know. And because I'm not going to do the other thing, I'm going to go up here and get another treasure.
There you go. There's the other secret that allows you to trim your deck.
Yes. But again, quite rare in this game.
Yeah.
I don't need any other cards in this deck. I'm just going to end that turn. And it looked like there was some scripting text.
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Oh, what do I think of Clank Legacy? It's... I mean, let's see what the reviewers are saying. No, as a generality, at least this is what I have heard, it's apparently like very near the apex of what a legacy game can accomplish, and that was only their first at bat. I think people are going to lose it when they check out Clank Legacy 2. It's all tied into the cool app they made. You can play through it like a storybook. Mike and I did voice work for it.
It's very cool.
It's very cool. And of course, no matter how many mercenaries I have in my deck, of course, they don't want to be here. It's not too crazy, BC. Essentially, they are games that... it's a combination... The best way I can think of to say it is the way that I said it previously, which is to say that it's the gamification of an advent calendar. So essentially you are playing a game, and it's a fun, cool game, and then like on a regular schedule you're opening little boxes and getting little treasures and trinkets. But essentially it's a game that grows and changes as you play it. What happens when you run out of boxes? I mean, that's the best. That's the best part. Back in the day, legacy games would often sort of find themselves in an end game state that wasn't truly playable. But Direwolf challenged themselves to make a game that, when you were done playing it, left you with a completely original custom version of Clank that you and your friends functionally designed through your play. Now, I'm gonna get stuck.
That's a fun one.
I'm gonna get stuck anytime I go into a cavern. So I have to ask myself if I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, or if I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going through. I think I want to pop up and out. Maybe. Is that the right way? Oh, it's tough. It's tough. You know, I might be able to grab another monkey idol on my way out, though. Let's go this way. And we'll grab the silver spear. So we will.
The silver spear.
So we will be. We won't be without weaponry next time. Yeah. Gloomhaven.
Oh, no.
Gloomhaven is situated in the same fundamental genre. Yeah. That Gloomhaven is like a simulation. Basically, Gloomhaven is I think a real town. By the time you get done, I think it's an actual town that you could live. But Clank gives you via the basic structure of the gameplay here. Clank Legacy gives you access to sophisticated gameplay that grows over time, but the base unit of it is this right here, which is so simple and fun. Paul Denon's games generally, and Dune Imperium is definitely like this. They're like balanced right on the edge of a knife, because as soon as your deck starts doing everything that you want it to do, these games get in and get out like you're declaring a winner. So a lot of us are going to die underground, just as an example. Here, so hold on. I've been focusing on trying to explain this game to our guests, Eric. Are you already trying to leave?
Yeah, I'm out. See ya. I got my treasure. All I care about.
You got that unk?
Yeah. I also took, for the first time, I took that scepter of the whatever.
Oh.
And we'll see how that works. I figure this close to the end, maybe not so bad.
Well, as long as you have an artifact, is it the one that if the one that says that if you have an artifact, you can teleport to an adjacent room?
I don't think so.
Hey, Jux, thanks so much for the sub. Yeah, juxtaposable. Gloomhaven has that team carry icon, that internationally recognized, two-person carry symbol right by it. So if Eric gets out of here, what's going to happen is once Eric leaves, you're going to see a new piece of the UI come up down here at the bottom, and it's going to have a lot of things on it that look surprisingly like tombstones.
I didn't know you could get two artifacts in one turn.
Because they are tombstones. Hey, you went wild. You came away with 30.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Now we know.
All right, so Jacklemon, the master burglar, he's got his mitts on the 10 value, this urn here, but you also got that dragon egg, which essentially sort of, adds a cube to each breath. Yep. I think we both have our eyes on this monkey content. We both need it. Okay. So I did get the dead run, which adds some clank because I'm being noisy, but it will let me move fast this turn. Monkey idol secured. Jumping in here. Would like to get the artifact. Can't get it. Didn't buy the backpack. But we can try to get out of here fast. Anything down here to get? We'll try this rebel captain, and we'll bully a goblin for a gold point. Gold that you don't spend is also victory points.
And that was the ability that the Duke has that I was trying to remember, is that his victory points increase based on how much gold you have.
Yes, yeah. So there's different companions that, like the I believe, yeah, he's right here. The wizard is a 6 skill card that gives you 3 every time he comes up. But if you've been collecting secret tomes, that gentleman is worth extra VPs.
Back to sleep, dragon.
Oh no.
Wow, that was a lucky one for me. All right, so this is the user. This is the UI element I was mentioning before.
Ooh.
Pay close attention. Hey, Sabrith. I'm doing my best. Thank you so much for the sub. You can see right here that what Eric has done. And look at him now leaping and capering on top of this this rampart here.
Listen, I'm not a greedy adventurer. You know what? I just want.
But honestly,
some of those things belong in the museum.
Yeah, but think about the funny. Think about that overall energy, though, right? So you got damaged before you even went into the castle.
Yep.
Then you ran down, got the first treasure, and ran out, which I feel like as a narrative makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Rockadilio.
I wasn't supposed to work today.
Yes, Rockadilio is wondering if this skull is purely decorative.
What?
Sadly, no.
No, unfortunately.
It indicates the end of times.
Yes.
Oh.
It is also decorative, correct, Dyer?
Well, yeah, I mean, it could also be considered a decoration, to be sure. Yeah, this is what we need right here. Draw 3 cards. Yes. And then we will bully an ogre. So I went ahead and purchased 2 cards at the auction when I'm 3 squares away. I don't know how smart that was. No boots? Okay, great.
Ow.
At least listen, here's the main thing. The main threshold that I have to explain. I did not die in the depths. If you die down here, you get 0 points no matter what happened. If you die up here, you get all the points that you collected. If you can get all the way out, you get 20 bonus points. Can I get all the way out? I don't know. I got a good feeling about Eichland here, Buland, because it looks like you drew your bracers since you got extra card, extra drop.
You got all the moves. Oh, there's the moves.
That's healthy.
Almost.
So there's 1, 2.
Almost.
Do you get any of your
Anything else that you
teleports or warps?
Nope. Oh, I got the ladder.
The ladder.
Here, now, Sabrith.
Oh.
You know, Sabrith, the truth is, I don't... They haven't discussed that with me. I think that Clank Digital, most of the game is going to be about executing and creating the systems to interpret this type of card logic, right? Here's what I think. If you can make a digital version of Gloomhaven, you can make a digital version of anything. I couldn't believe anyone had even attempted it.
Yeah.
There is so much going on there. That was a long beta.
If anybody's going to do it, Direwolf is.
Yeah, because it's internal, right? They in the manner of the outer limits, they control the horizontal and the vertical.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they're just experienced and they're good at what they do.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and they have access to the actual designers, and I mean, it's end to end. It isn't like a license thing where you have to go to someone else and it's like a partnership. Oh boy.
You got 8. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got 4. Jack has 8. Never mind.
No, I'm not.
Whoa!
No, I'm not doing well.
No.
I'm not doing well, and also, I did not get the boots that I needed on this one, boys.
Uh-oh.
I did not get the boots. I gotta stay right here. This is the worst.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna use this shrine. Here, you see this use keyword? This means that it gets purchased but doesn't go into your deck. Boy. You see, now I know I'm in trouble because the theme music changed. Now I know I got real problems. Man, I got 4 more skill here, but I'll buy the dead run. We'll see. But here's the trouble. I have the number of boots that I need, but gathered friends. Well, I'm glad I got that shrine, huh? I have all the boots that I need, but there is a type of space we have not discussed the particulars of, and that is a crystal cave. So if you enter into a crystal cave, unless you have some other system for getting out, like a teleport or something like that, as soon as you enter a crystal cave, you can't use the boot resource anymore. The presumption, I think, is that you become enamored of these strange crystals.
Well,
Sabrith, yeah, a live play of Darkest Magic. I mean, certainly that sounds like a hoot to me. God, I have 4 boots. I mean, 1, 2, 3...
Oh,
2, 3, 4. It would have been enough. No, actually, 2 get chewed up here. So this was always going to be a problem, I guess.
Yep.
So do I... Yeah.
Oh, did you already burn your health potion?
Yeah, I had to. But I could go get another health if I wanted.
Yeah.
And there's only 1 red cube in there.
Sure.
And what's on the way is my...
but you also have 1 turn left.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? Well, I'm stuck either way. So I'm going to go down this way, just for kicks. I'm going to slice here. Right? Get my health. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Make it look easy. Oh yeah, you're coming. You're coming with me, boys. Artifact 2, yeah. I mean that's a great card here, but you're worth 2 VPs right on the face of it. So let's jump out of here. Now none of us. Oh boy! But you know what though? Part of the reason I did that is.
I love that our guys are like just jumping as you're getting.
Yeah. So getting that, I would have died if I had gone the other way, but because I got that heart, that actually gave me the wherewithal. Now, Jacklemon, do not purchase any cards. Don't do it.
If you get 4 movement.
Actually, you can purchase all the cards you want. I have 0 cubes in this back. I have never gotten myself down to 0 cubes.
It's true.
And I think it might happen for me, boys. I think I might have, with that crazy gambit toward the heart. I think I might have. Here, I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, don't jinx this.
Right? Now, Jacklemon is much more subject. I shouldn't have had to tell him anything. He's much more subject to the demon whorls of this auction land. All right, now, this is where things might luck out for me. I can draw 3 more cards off this Brilliance, and if any of those are companions, this is going to draw another card.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're out.
Yes, and because of the dead run, I don't have to stop in Crystal Caverns, but I started in one, so it doesn't matter. And now I'm out.
Wow.
And now that I'm out, I don't mind if I generate Clank by purchasing an expensive gem. I'll just grab that gem right there. Bully a couple. I'll kick a couple of goblins down the stairs. You know what? Let me just hang on. Let me just draw one more card real quick. All right, one more goblin bullied, and a job well done. Now, that is the skull, and so once that track hits the skull, this dark timer having been started by somebody getting out, or I think somebody dying. Anybody who is anywhere down there outside the castle gets bit. So let's see how it cashes out. So you can see right up here, cool items that you've secured. Gold coins. Your artifacts.
Nice work.
Yeah, listen, that was close, Buland.
Well done.
But this is
done.
I tried to play. I was like, is there some way for me to hybridize my cowardice and sloth with the with the hard work that the two of you put in down in the very, very bottom, and I was able to luck out this time. But man, we are pretty synced up here. 3 points is a very, very slim margin indeed. All right. Well, so friends, now you've seen just how quickly time can pass down in the dark places of the earth. And that is one of the two maps. That's called the Castle. We're going to try the Burrow Mounds next. And as we're getting started, I'll scroll around a little bit. It sounds like in the last update, they shifted a few things around here to make it more legible, or make it less likely for you to have to scroll around. But when Mr. Lemon materializes here in this room, we will jump in. So Burrow Mound is considered more sophisticated. There's definitely more going on for sure. A little twistier, some nastiness up here, even in the castle area. Triple monster threat. Real, distinct escape exit possibilities. If you roll up here with a key, you're picking up a lot of juice over here on the left side of this castle. We didn't really go into this last time, but there are secret doors that you can use to go out one side of the map and into the other side. So there's an option here where you come up this way, jump out, and then make your path around this side. Treasures, generally speaking, are in slightly different areas, but this one has a little bit more distribution in terms of where the market spaces are. And then there's a market space up in the castle as well, a convenient new location. Oh yeah, Blank Clerk. This one is this one has a little more. This is the Ghost Pepper version of the map. Wow. EJB running down, just running full force. Down into the heart of the cavern. Something else that's interesting about the auction, a couple other things you might not have seen. Animated door is like a monster, but when you kill it, you don't get gold or these other resources. You get a boot, which in this game can be super, super handy, because it doesn't really matter what's on the board down here. The auction is where that card lives. There are also cards like this Dragon Shrine that, while they are in the auction, mean that all Dragon Strikes essentially have an additional cube attached, which is unwelcome for all the reasons you would think. Hey, now, depending on what color you are, Buland, your character has a different cloak.
Yeah, he's actually themed to the color, which is just wild.
So they made a ton of them.
Very cool.
These 4.
So what's, oh yeah, this is what we want. We want this rebel soldier. This is a better way to get same cost as the mercenary, but the more companions I have, the more likely I am to get bonus draw. I will never buy the lucky coin. It's just gonna sit there. Yeah, Programmer, we
That's
really
fine.
enjoyed
They'll
those.
go in my pocket.
And those spicy gummies, that was a lucky breath. Those spicy gummies were incredibly...
They nearly killed Eric.
The upper tier of those spicy
That
gummies...
was a different spicy gummy.
That was bad. Oh, that was
Oh,
Satan's
different one.
whatever.
Right.
That was scary hot as well, but the highest level heat, because we had done like a D&D game for charity, where part of the damage you would take, I think, was in gummies. Man, it was rough.
It was a quality stream, though.
Oh my gosh, it was very... Chris definitely was losing it by the end. he began to see visions. Oh, and this card did not come up last time, so let me call it out. You can see that I've chosen this Wicked Cat as my avatar. So this is a mean card in that it can be used to strip clank cubes off of the tray so they never end up in your bag, or you can just make the dragon attack.
Ooh.
It's... there's not a lot of direct interactions in this game, but that's an especially nasty one. Yes, Programmer, exactly. Okay. Now, is this a good opportunity? Yeah. I think we go with the Master Burglar early, right? Because it's going to let me pull those burgles out, and it's worth VP, and it's worth 2. Like, this is just a baller version of... And we'll get that. We'll get Mr. Whisks.
Nice.
He's coming with me, yeah. Sabrith, I think you're onto something there, buddy. Sabrith, basically, I had not looked down at the chat, but Sabrith essentially called exactly the turn. We agree on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to join you down in these caverns. It's not a great draw for me. We can take a look and see that we've got 2 clank, 1 money, 2 swords, and then 1 boot.
I'll boot that.
It's not supreme. I got to start working toward some better stuff. This would be an incredible get. Between Move Silently and Mr. Whiskers, I could strip most of my clank out. And then once
Not today!
And then once I had no clank, I'm going to tell you the rest of my plan. Once I had no clank, then I could use the Mr. Whiskers to engage in Wicked Strikes.
Indeed. A dastardly tactic.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Whoa. Diamond out already.
Man, dude, these later strikes are going to be awful. He is he is systematically stripping. I mean, that's the second or third time there's been no player cubes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go right here, and which of you guys is going to get it? Is there any cards out here that are 2 that I would like? Yeah, do we just go with the Belcher? I say we go with the Belcher. If we got 2, if we can start with 4 gold, that is honestly pretty clean.
Ooh, that pushing 4 clank in?
see. Alright, so we'll head down. Grab a secret.
Wait, how'd you get a secret? Oh.
Yeah, it's just right there. They're laying around.
Thank you. And then we'll grab a little kobold friend. And unlike Jerry, I like the lucky coin.
Really? I
I do.
Let's take a look
It's
at
that
this.
card draw.
It's basically one extra. Do you get cash for it?
There's one victory point,
Okay.
and a clank and a card draw. So it's just enough to push you over sometimes.
Yeah.
Victory point wise.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's you're thumbing the scale.
If you
a
have
little
clank
bit.
mitigation.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. If you have some way to soften those.
Why me, dragon? No.
Yeah, man, a grip of them ended up in the bag this time. Yeah, Thunder Nimbus. I think that a lot of people are in the grips of a renewed WoW fervor. I think that is happening. Yeah.
See, I was immediately put off of WoW because it came out while I was in college and decimated the
Oh.
the attendance rate and therefore class.
Oh, you could just
So-
look. You could just look around the class and see it.
And it was, the majority of folks had been gone. Okay, we'll take care of that one. Right. And there's no real reason for me to take the hit quite yet.
You need not.
I will. I will, though, just to get that a little bit closer to some of the more tasty treasures.
Yeah, and that's your goal. So enunciate your strategy. I mean, the game isn't interactive in the way where it's like you telling me what you're trying to do. That's just not the type of game it is, right?
No.
This is not a war game or something like that. There's certain light, there's like tattle. There's a card you can get that when it comes up you give other people clank. But in this initial set, most of the interplayer interactions are mostly just sharing sadness at how disgusting and wretched this line of work is.
Come on.
But Jack, because I think you are easily the winningest of any of us here in the stream.
I think that's slightly debatable, but I think that
what's the
more
mindset? What's your mindset going into the fourth quarter?
in the fourth quarter. Since I have been pulling cards that are more about drawing, it is about stacking my deck with complementary cards at this point. So things that will either allow me to draw even more cards or to get me a large amount of resources in one card.
Mm-hmm. So you love a Undermountain King.
I would love an Undermountain King.
But you can't have it,
I cannot.
unfortunately. I will take it, and then hopefully I will have the swords required. Oh, see, here's another. This is another very Jacklemon card. Are you ready? The
Right.
Gem Collector is a very, very Jacklemon card because it's -2 clank, 2 money, and then it makes gems, which are basically free trades, money for VP, less. It gives you it's a coupon for gems. For me, I don't know if
Essentially.
I want the Amulet of Vigor. It's too early to buy it because I haven't. I'm giving it a heart away, but that's an incredible amount of money. And if I've generated 7, maybe that's what I should be doing. Yeah. I'll do that just to plan for the future, right? Then I'll come down and see it. It is what it is. Okay, you know what?
What? Ooh.
This is how we do it. We are going to move here. Then we are going to move here. Take 1 damage. Then we are going to buy the Amulet of Vigor. I relinquish my turn.
I think that's another very important feature that I think both Buland and I needed reminding a couple near the beginning was that there is an undo
and,
for your turn.
Yeah, now in a lot of games, especially games where doing a card draw reveals another card from the auction immediately, because cards being put back in are part of an interstitial turn that determines dragon attacks, those cards aren't replaced instantly, which means that the undo is actually really, really functional.
So, again, talking about strategy, because of the cards that I've been building into, I do have the bracers as well as the lucky coin. I was able to play a total of 8 cards this turn.
Yeah, so draw 2, draw 1, right?
But now the issue is, do I go with the Mountain King?
Yeah.
Or the Gem Collector?
It's tough. Mountain King is going to require... it's going to require you generate a significant amount of additional gold in order for it to start popping off, right?
Yeah.
Gem Collector is going to start delivering results right away, especially since you're getting negative on Clank. That's what I think.
It's true.
Ultimately, yes, you want both, but...
Yeah, I can't deny it.
I'm so glad I remembered the undo. Jeez. That really helped a lot.
Do I take the major secret, or do I go for a minor secret?
The major secrets can be really significant.
It's true.
Major? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the name.
Put in the name.
But now you gotta click. You gotta do stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go minor.
Really? All right.
Grab that onk.
Oh, see, perfect.
Get
See,
that gold.
now you're on the route, because if you'd only had 1 treasure, like obviously that's not the treasure you want. It's yeah, exactly. You have gone hog wild.
All right.
You've gone mad. Cleric of the Sun is quite a good card for 3. With some health regen built in. Oof. Now, yes, the Rockdilio, there is a timer for turns. I mean, let's take a... it may be that there is a way to change that up front to turn it off, but my guess is that by and large in games that you generate and connect via the online place, the troll opportunities are significant, but I don't think it isn't a particularly aggressive turn timer.
No, I wouldn't say so. We had time to talk strategy and bullshit
and talk philosophically.
Oh, the treasure map.
Oh wait, what? Hold on.
What?
Oh, I can't undo the turn. Can I? I wasn't able to pick up.
Not once you pass it.
Oh, but you'll be able to snatch it at the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody could really get over there and get it from you, and I don't. At any rate, I will not take that treasure.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that. No.
You should be worried about it. We're not part of the same thieves guild.
Wow.
Sequin.
No honor amongst thieves. Get it?
But not down here.
Ooh.
Not in this dirt.
Not in this dojo. Man, I have to go. I have to go look at Buland's cool model again. Man, it never even occurred to me if there's gonna be packs of figurines like in the game. Oof.
Yeah. Like, we were just thinking maps and playing cards and just the normal DLC, but if they're also going to be throwing in character packs...
Exactly. You know what, though? That is not the turn I want. Because there is a Monstroid that is worth 3.
Ooh.
And that will give me my 7. And then I can go down here and shop like a billionaire.
A 7-nair.
It's Tibu, baby.
It's Timu. Jeez.
All right. So I do need a couple of these things here for sure. I'm going to need some swords if I really want to get out. But I could definitely use that health. Ugh. All right, well, let's grab this for now. In terms of the sack, in terms of that plump sack, I think I gotta. I think that the smart money for me. I think the smart money for me is. It's on this key. I'm just gonna risk it for this particular biscuit.
That happens to be key-shaped.
Yes.
Youch.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's that feeling of the bag being reached into, and the colors coming out is such a is so real. Okay, that's an incredible set of resources, Mr. Lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
and the great... So, sleight of hand, which is great because I discard a card to draw 2 cards.
That's the
I
key.
just discarded a
Clank.
stumble.
Yeah, a stumble.
So
Yeah, exactly.
removed a clank.
Yep.
I have the Kobold Merchant, which gave me both 2 skill because I do have an artifact and 2 gold. And then
a great
2
reason to get
explorers,
that Ankh.
sidestep.
Right? Get that Ankh to activate other cards, and then you get 1 more gold. You grab a backpack, and then it's always forgiven.
Yeah. But let's see. Yeah, I think it's time that the Mountain King comes with me.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, Mountain King, and the truth is that you can go with that bag, or you put a crown on him, and then just keep earning.
Grab a monkey. And because it's discounted, I'll take this sapphire.
The gem. Yeah.
And then do I go... Yeah, let's go this way.
Does it head back in?
And...
Oh, yeah, go get that major secret.
That's the one above.
Oh.
Oh, some more? Oh, another free sapphire. I'll take it.
Yeah. They're thick on the ground.
They're just lying around here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we got to get rid of these. We got to get these kobolds out of here, boys. These draws are crazy.
Oh,
because
yeah.
These draws are crazy because these stupid kobolds are hanging around in here.
Just thick with little guys.
Yeah. Now that treasure map. That's very
It's juicy.
That's very lemon coated, I think, because
5 gold every time you draw it.
5 gold every time you draw it, and you're reliably generating pretty strong resources. Although I think we all got to take a quick look at EJB here and try to figure out what this is. The breakfast of champions over here. That is a crazy amount of resource gen. But man, Jacklemon, you really are sitting on a big bag of cubes.
This is a trade-off.
There is a pretty healthy pile of those getting pulled out each time.
Yep. I'm hoping that fortune favors the bold, but as we know, this dragon's name is not Fortune.
No. Nicotraxon.
Nicotraxon.
Oh man, is it fair to say we're getting ready for a dragon strike? Here
He looked that
momentarily.
way, but...
Apothecary is an incredible card. Discard, which you love to do.
Ooh, yeah.
To get 3 swords or 2 gold or a heart, and it's just in there. Ooh, that's nice. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
The double juice. You need it for those hearts. Yeah, it's too good, man. You gotta have it.
You bet.
Now this turn, not very bootful, I would say. Not great. Silver Spear is a must. Yeah, I have boots in there. Okay. We're going to try this. We're going to go for the Silver Spear. I'm going to use this kitten to shred off some clank. We're going to get rid of this kobold. You're not wanted here.
Ooh, the black market.
Underworld dealer. Okay. Now, these are lots of... Yes, exactly, Jackson. Now, lots of... Ooh.
Ouch.
Lots has happened down here.
Let's grab one of those. Take all of that.
I'm looking for big boots.
And let's see. We've got 2. You know what? I don't have to fight for it. Let's just go down and then up.
Yeah, just grab it.
Oop.
It's yours for the taking.
And... I'm 1 shy. Didn't even realize. Is there anything I can do to fix that?
Nope. I think
not
that's
really.
it. No, I mean probably. Now you've gotten out of worse scrapes. Although I'll save 5 HP at this point. I think you want to prioritize. Yeah, you want to prioritize.
Getting out.
Yeah. Let's see. Is it my turn? Is it finally my turn? Yeah. A little bit there for Jerry.
Lucky on my part.
The other cool thing about, because as we've seen, there's a couple things that can teleport. Teleporting will allow you to go the wrong direction. So this would be a great example. So typically when you enter a crystal cavern, you can't use boots anymore. Even if you had, you can't go opposite the direction of an arrow, right?
Right.
You get down here, the teleport solves both of these problems. You just grab a treasure and get out. There's also a wand that lets you steal things from adjacent spaces, which is what's not to like. That's crazy pants. Also, I really got to call out, like, the card design in general is really, really good. I love that the Singing Sword is a great card. 3 skill, 2 swords, but it also generates noise. Yes.
And therefore clank. Ooh, what are you going to toss, Eric?
What is that? Oh, it just lets you... I can't see what this does now that it's in my hand.
There should be a little bubble in the lower right.
Yeah, I just can't.
It's flat.
Oh, it just lets you trash a card?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to trash anything.
There might be something. Regular hurdles are filth. Yeah, they make you do it. If you've selected it, they let you do it.
didn't select. It got selected for me.
Yeah.
There's no reason. There's no way to unselect it, as far as I'm aware.
I know. Just joking. God.
These are bad cards. There has to be a card that you dislike, and this is an opportunity to punish that card.
Make an example of it.
Yeah, exactly.
For the rest of the deck.
Give it what for? Let the other cards know.
Any idea why these cards are flaming?
Yeah, because they're going to be typically with the thing that destroys a card. It destroys a specific type of card. It sort of happens automatically.
Oh, Master Burglar.
Yeah, so so Master Burglar probably ate up one of your burgles.
Just a few moments left.
Clink clang. All right. Right under the wire. Wow, that deck got thin.
Sure did.
All right, now what do you got in store, Buland?
That's a good question.
With your upmarket handsome model, and you got 4 of these, and you got 4 of these in that pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yeah, all the character designs in Clank 2 are really cool, and they all have very distinct identities and stories that you get to explore while you play.
I believe... No, it's not, is it? Is this model in any of the expansions already?
No, they're all original characters.
Clank. Oh, it is one of the models from Clank Legacy 2.
It is indeed, yeah. They got it for backing the game on Kickstarter, so they got the cool tie-in.
Very cool.
I agree.
Oh, it means they have got a Dragonborn to choose from.
Yes.
Looks like
they have a legally distinct draconic bipedal hominoid.
Right. A lesser turn, but let's see. It's still manageable. Let's take that one. I'll take that one. And bully some goblins.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have enough to claim something. Who do I have in deck
My
already?
fantasy scenario is that I can get any treasure and get out of here.
Mountain King.
I'm with you there.
Mountain King means it's time for a crown.
Yes. Now that one card is ready to go. Now it looks like the Notorious one is on their way out. Yeah, dude. Eric's deck is just on another level. It is.
But it doesn't afford me anything. Really.
It's doing work, though. I mean, it's generating resources. Slice.
Nice.
But now you're up to 6, huh? Wow. The Queen of Hearts, maybe? What do you think?
I think it is the Queen of Hearts because I don't have any cash to really have the Duke.
Yeah, and it's also healing. And 3 VP. Like it's a nice time to get it.
Now she only heals if you have a crown.
I know. But I'm more concerned about the VP.
About the get out?
Which is fair. Yeah,
Oh.
getting the VP, getting out. Ooh, ah.
Intense heat. All right, now back to the Technomancer.
I hope. Hmm.
Okay. Running around, being crazy, running around underground. That is an excellent card. All right. Trashing a burgle.
Ooh,
Slice.
get the burgle away.
All right, now what do we got here? Picked up a secret. Ooh, that's a nice, very timely secret. Let's grab the 2/5, and we need boots. We need boots to get out, and we need them now.
Yeah, you do.
So,
Where are you?
yeah,
Jeez.
so do we just grab 2 explorers? Yep. Just need the boot.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess 2 floors, right? The search wouldn't have done it.
Ooh, cleric. Let's do that. Take the cleric. Give my health a little room to breathe.
Man, it's
I-
you're definitely the dragon definitely hates you more.
I'm very noisy.
He hates you roughly twice as much as me.
Yeah.
All right, now let's continue.
also-
Let's continue to observe the adventures of brave Sir Eric.
He's slowly running away.
Oh, so you had a teleport.
Yeah.
Nice. No boots, but a teleport is perfectly acceptable. The issue is that things are about to get filthy nasty for the rest of us, because you can get out on an easy draw next time.
Oh God, but I'm going to take the Scepter of the Ape Lord and chance it.
There's no reason.
crazy.
The scepter of the monkey.
Oh no!
Which?
This might not be good. I got the Scepter of the Ape Lord.
It actually, you pulled it immediately.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. It's worth 3 skill, so it lets you buy stuff fast, but it generates 3 clank every time you have it. So getting it getting it 2 squares away from the end is probably the right time.
Yeah, but this is hilarious because I've already got 2 clank in there. I've got 4 health left.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, the auction is going to mean a lot right now, right?
Yeah, and because there was nothing else I could get in there that granted victory points, so that was my option.
Yeah, and this is another classic Jerry boots free turn. I did get my treasure. I'm proud of it. I got 3 energon, so I guess we'll bully a goblin. I don't need a mercenary. I don't need anything in this thing that is anything in this deck that is not boots. From now on, it's boots. It's boots or nothing.
Boots and go.
I just gotta get out from underground.
Not far.
Rolling
Oh,
nomads.
wait.
Welcome aboard.
You got a key, don't you?
I do.
Ooh,
So
okay.
there's some. It gives me some options when I get up there if I want to try to get a couple of extras. But hey, Rolling Nomads, you should know, you and your allies, that we are currently doing a sponsored stream of Clank Digital. And you may be familiar with the board game, being the nomads that you are. At some point on your travels, you might have seen Clank, and the company that makes the game version and the company that makes the board game are actually the same company. So it's a pretty tight version of it, I think. We have been messing around with it for about an hour and a half.
Here.
And I'm in rapt attention.
There.
So getting a lot of money, but no boots.
No, I didn't need boots, but I think I've drawn like 15 cards this.
Yeah, you got
Wow,
crazy,
yeah.
crazy money. I mean, what are you going to do with all that cash?
All that cash up in your
Yeah, I mean, clearly it's
pocket.
in something.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's go for some victory points.
God, leave a victory point for your friends or something. Clank.
Big clanks.
A lot of clank in there.
Big Daddy Clank.
It's a big
How I feel about it.
Now, do you have your warp?
Oh my god, this is really fun. Oh,
You're right here on the dude. It could bad things could still happen.
so I could get a teleporter and get out right now, but that's no victory point. Or I could chance it and get 2 victory points and,
Get out.
Wait for the next turn.
wait for the next turn.
Well, I mean, you have 4 HP. It's not like you're not like
yeah,
1
I'm
foot in
not
the
in the
grave.
tank right now. Let's see what happens.
Bully a goblin with a pickaxe. I was saying there's 3 opportunities for dragon strikes.
Oof.
Lucky on that one. Jeez.
Oh no!
What's up?
Oh, I got a teleport. Okay, cool.
Okay. I was like, you see a snake?
Well, no, it was like I have no movement in my
Your next
hand
draw.
right now.
Yeah.
I got a teleport.
Did you get a 3 health potion, Buland?
I did.
I didn't
I've
even
never
know that
seen
was
those
a type.
before.
I didn't even know that was one of the potion types.
It was a major potion, apparently.
Yeah, it's the big gulp. Oh no, you're right there, aren't you? God, you're both right there.
I am. I really am.
Well, so I mean, what's it looking like up there? Any cards for you?
It's looking nice. There's fresh air coming in. I
Goblin
can see the
bully.
sky.
Great breeze.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I recommend it.
Goblin bullying, of course, is the sport of kings. All right. We gotta go.
Oh, there you go. You're out. You're out.
No, maybe. I gotta get a hand that's got 2 boots.
You got six health left. You're fine.
Goblin bullying. Yeah. Grab that. No, God. This deck has not been amazing. I'll say that. It has been very functional. It doesn't have any significant tricks. But I hope against hope that I can get my head above water here. It's a great option over there too, Jacklemon.
Yeah, it really is.
It's quality content.
Let's see. Well, grab one of those.
Yeah, just one of those old things.
Yeah, just one of those. We'll go.
So I'm gonna open this up just to show the chat. I would say that this is a typical Jacklemon spread. This panoply here, 2 crowns for some reason, which just it's rude. This is like that Team Fortress 2 stuff where there's like hats on hats.
Hats on hats.
Yeah.
It's a crown.
The guy in the trench coat selling you shit. Like,
Is
you
it
see,
a
you
crown?
see the on.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, look at all this.
Is it a crown? Oh man,
Oh,
it's a crown for each of your monkey statues. It's like you've these are just accessories.
I mean, I needed a matching set.
Yeah, these are just accessories for this life you've built. All right, hey, so you're doing good. You generated some clank, but it doesn't matter. You have a boot. You're out the door.
Yeah.
That's what we love to see. It's what you deserve.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't buy anything. Oh, never.
You can. Yeah,
Sure.
you can still buy up there.
Oh yeah,
In-
get
in
the singing
fact-
sword.
It's the best.
Beautiful.
It's the best time to buy.
Yeah.
You can buy whatever you want. It's got clanks on it. Who cares? And now you can. And now it doesn't matter if the card gets replaced with a dragon. You're not down here. 4 movement.
Yeah, Tadpole
Buland.
Jackson.
5.
Tadpole, this one is fairly new and it's still in early access. You
Yes.
can grab it on Steam.
Yes, this is an early access sponsored stream. And outside of the occasional like string that doesn't have the correct text, in this
Still
very
working.
new version, I mean, it basically does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is let you play Clank with your friends. I don't need any cubes.
Oh, you got one.
All right, so we're gonna do everything we can here. So first things first. Wand of Wind, eh?
Wait, 2 folks have gotten out. I don't see the end game track.
It might be when it comes back, maybe? Let's see. First, we're going to teleport, because I don't have enough boots to go through this the normal way. The only question is, do I spend my next 2 turns going this route and getting these goodies?
Get that loot.
Or do I try to get out so that I can get the mastery token? Mastery token. Now, teleport. Do we grab another wand of recall? Lots of movement here, so we got 2 boots, right? So
You want these gems?
technically, I'm like 1, 2. Is that enough? Because if I could get either of these teleports, that would allow me to get out as well. Brilliance is probably the smartest one out of the cards I could buy, in hoping that it gets me that next one. -2 clank. Yeah, Tadpole. Obviously, there's different ways to, to play board games online. The main thing to mention here is that the board game company and the company that made this game are the same, which is typically that's not how it works. Usually these are very different types of companies and very different types of people, but they've been on a tear actually with digital. They did Wingspan, if I remember right.
Everdell.
Yeah, Everdell
Root.
Root. Yeah, I'm seeing. So my fantasy is that since they already have that later games hookup,
Countdown to 3. All right, there we go.
right?
Oh, there's
The Arcs version that they could execute would be unbelievably good. I got the extra card that I needed, and it was the right card.
Oh, nice.
It turned
Wow,
out
you got
okay.
Yeah, nice
I'm
money
getting
there.
out, and I got 9 money. So I mean, that's the best investment I can make. Probably the Secret Tome. Just get it straight across. Right now, if I had a gem collector, if I could get 2 rubies for 12 VP,
Right.
huge value. But no, right now it's not complicated. We go with the Secret Tome. We bully a goblin for 1 GP, because here at the end, that is the same as a victory point. And we're out there. Yeah, Arcs is crazy, and I think that there's no question, at least in my mind, when the time comes, because it's not even out yet. when the time comes to make that product, I don't know who else could do it or who else even should be. Who else would even be in the running to do that correctly? That game is not hard to play, but it would achieve its
Lucky.
most incredible expression with a direwolf digital manifestation of it. All right, man. How's it looking for you over there?
Oh.
Nothing.
2.
Oh no!
Oh man, Mister. You know what though? This is the thing. We're about to see his dark secret, which is that I don't think it matters if he dies or not down here. I don't think it matters at all.
Whoa! Where'd that go? Jeez, how many little artifacts you got in that bag?
This is what I mean. What are you gonna do with
Quite
all
a
that
few.
junk inside this trunk? Look at all this junk.
Down here.
So he could die, and it's like he doesn't get the mastery token,
Here.
right? Which is
Doesn't even matter.
it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're me, sure, you'd love to have an extra 20 points. If you're Jacklemon,
Okay, what's the point
it
here?
doesn't even matter. I'm saying the three of us are up here jumping. We're leaping up here on the
Yeah.
rampart. For what?
Okay, I've got one turn left. I probably do need this heart, but it is tempting. Yeah, we're gonna take that, and then
Try to live one more turn.
try to live one more turn. Do I grab the treasure hunter? No. No. It's a bad idea. Let's not.
Don't need it. Don't need it.
Ooh.
This is a big draw. This is a lot of cubs.
Oh.
This is a lot of cubs here.
Yeah.
Is it
I got.
8 cubs?
I was not quiet about it.
You were the
God.
You were the luckiest. Oh my God, Jack.
What in the...
You devil.
And there are a lot of cards coming in this draw. Yeah. We're gonna be fine.
Wow.
You're doing real good. I mean, since you were able to end your turn on the Crystal Cavern, it's Gucci Gang. Oh my God, this is going to be a slaughter.
And then
Yeah.
is that?
I scored like 10 points.
I did also draw the jewelry, the gem collector. So both of those rubies are only 4 each.
Oh
and I had
jeez, you just gonna so
9,
you just end your turn
that.
purchasing a bunch of gems for the
And
misses.
killing a goblin for the hell of it out of the... Just while
you
walking
just gotta,
around.
as Jerry said, you just gotta kick him down the stairs.
I was so proud of myself, Jack.
You did a great job.
I agree. I got a great treasure. I got a mastery token, but so here's the thing: even if you hadn't gotten the mastery token, you would actually still have won. That's the thing. That's the
More
thing.
than twice my points.
That's crazy.
Right? And so, but
I got out too early.
right, and so now you can sort of see the arc. This is for the gathered throng, right? We want to get in there. We want to get all the way down there. We want to try to get the best treasures we can. We want to make a deck that allows us to deal with all of the, dungeony and dragony things that occur down there. And you can see that the 4 of us all play this game very, very differently, right?
Yeah, you think?
Jack Lemon specializes in digging too greedily and too deep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right, and that's his play style, but it's all about points maximization and not about
Big return.
yes, a huge return.
Oh.
Now,
When it works big.
absolutely,
Yeah.
Sometimes.
When it doesn't, you get 0.
yeah, exactly. If you bite it all the way under the turf, yes.
So
Yeah,
for those, a lot of the points here are coming from the minor treasures. Those are only gettable by gold that you kill when you kill goblins, correct?
Well, it depends.
So-
So some obviously, as the world's foremost expert in smaller treasures, would you like to go into it, Jack?
Sure. So so things like the monkeys are in there. So those ones you just got to go into the room to grab.
Yeah, but they don't count as treasures,
The crowns,
right? But you can just go into the room and get it.
Yeah, the crowns I purchased with gold at the shop. They were just lying around.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the other
Those are for everybody.
the other two were secrets. The chalice and the dragon egg are just those little question marks that you pick up along the map.
Yeah, so those can be potions, or they can be skill or gold, but they can also straight up be like dragon eggs that actually accelerate the dragon breath track as well.
Yeah,
So you're saying you lucked into 10 points there, Jack? I feel like there's an
I did.
game.
Yeah. Now, so here,
And then the
yeah.
other, I got just as many points from all of those as I did the cards I purchased from the auction. So
wild.
there were also 38 in like gems and
Right.
victory points from the companions and such.
Right here, so because it's 4:51 and we don't have time to do like a full other game, because I have spent. I mean, I think this is probably 30, even just in early access. I think I've invested 30 hours in this game, largely with friends, but there are solo ways to play. It's a Steam Deck beast if you have a Steam Deck. It's a monster on there, and I pass and play with the Steam Deck. I mean, that sounds pretty good. My guess is that that's a pretty good time, right?
Oh, yeah.
But solo play, you can even exit and save your game, but you can play against AIs on either of the maps at varying levels of difficulty if you want to, right? Et voila, right? You got those three. Another way to play the game is in challenges that alter the rules of how the game works, and you can play a simpler version or like a heroic version. So in this first one, you know how there's the goblin that we're continually bullying. That goblin tip in the real game, it's just one card. It never actually gets discarded, even if it gets defeated. There's just an endless supply of bullyable goblins. In Wandering Monster, that is actually randomly drawn from from the full set of creatures. Let's see, skill expression. Whenever you generate 7 skill in one turn, you also generate 3 gold. This is a different game, right? If you're able to generate gold passively, passive income, I'm sure you've heard about it. If you're able to generate passive income like that, that's pretty profound, right? Players start the game in the market rooms, which depending on the map can be underground. There are half as many dragon cubes in the bag, right? So this is the secret entrance gameplay, right? Fairy Bottle. The first time each player would be knocked out, they are instead returned to 4 health and placed in a random room in whichever half of the board they were knocked down in. So these are all other ways to play the game and enjoy it solo. But they also have these heist games. And so this is sort of like their seasonal play, right? And these can have even weirder combinations of see, here's the leaderboards right here. Look at this. The total score. I mean, you saw the scores that we got that we thought were really good. Scores can go higher, but take a look at the specific rules here. So when the basic rule is this: whenever the dragon attacks, replace all cards in the dungeon row except the one that triggered the attack. Ignore any additional dragon icons. So that's a sweeping change to the market. But this is where things get really weird, is because there's other ways to generate points aside from the traditional ones. So this one emphasizes jewel collection. So gems are already basically pure VP, and now you're getting a premium of 5 on top. And then there's an additional, +1 for every gold you earn during the game, and it still counts if you spent it. And so understand that, there's 15 hours remaining on this particular game, particular set of rules, this changes all the time. Like, there's always new ways to play during the week. There's different scenarios here that you can play these, against wicked beasts. I think that these get played against wicked beasts online. I'm pretty sure. New game. I'm trying to remember if that was online or off. But we'll know immediately. Now this is against the AI as a challenge, but I think that those crazy rule sets would be really, really fun. It's similar to what they've done with Dune Imperium's sort of seasonal content as well. But yeah, I mean, this is, I don't know, this is pretty good, I think. It's CLANK. It's CLANK exclamation point TM digital, a deck building adventure. It is from Direwolf Digital. I'm so pleased that they asked my friends and I to do a sponsored stream for them. Happy to do it. Happy to do it again, to be sure. But yeah, it has been me. It has been my friend Eric Benson, the Technomancer Mike Buland, and of course, the Jacklemon, who, for whatever reason, has been referred to as Jacklemon for almost the entirety of our relationship. I don't remember the particular things. I think that coming up with nicknames for people's nicknames was part of the early channel lore that we used to do, that we used to flex on them. There in the studio for sure. But yeah, thanks so much everybody for rolling through. Nightbot has the link there for you if you want to try the early access version of the game on Steam. But yeah, thanks so much to Direwolf Digital, and we'll see everybody later. Bye.